welcome in. So back to Joe and Shep, and we got Weller Wednesday in front of us. So we're excited to get going. Been a little bit. We had, I'll say, I've had some technical difficulties. Had a good episode recorded, but didn't get to use it. So hopefully we can get that interview back. Shep's starting off with a screw top, so I'm assuming that's special reserve, maybe.
That it is a special reserve.
Okay. So we everybody knows the lineup, right? So we'll jump into Weller. It's Weller Wednesday, and then we got some new releases coming, so stay tuned for that. A little bit of bourbon news, stay tuned for that, and then we will kind of end it there. But everybody knows Special Reserve here where I live. It's $30. It's everywhere. You can walk in and get it any day of the week.
Basically same here. It's 35, 30, between 30, $37, and then the liter's 47.
Okay. And then it goes 107 is probably the next one I see around the most, but a lot, I mean, I'm comparably, it's more scarce. But I see it, I would say I see it once a month, once every other month, and it's usually 80 to 100.
That is usually in our vault system for ABC.
Okay. And then from there's I think the 12 is the next one in price.
Yep.
I have a couple, but they're even more scarce here. I probably see it once every 6 months.
That as well as in our vault system.
Okay. And then Foolproof, I'm actually seeing more and more lately. Like I used to never see it, maybe once every 6 months now. Even this week, like I've seen pictures of all around town. I got one today. I got one probably about a month ago, and so definitely that one is the one I'm seeing more and more.
Okay. So we don't ever see Foolproof here unless it's in the vault system. Like so our state is regulated. We have a store called ABC Spirits. That store is regulated for Weller only. They're the only store allowed to sell Weller product.
Oh wow! Okay.
Due to a fact of, I guess, back in long time ago, the store did a handshake with, I guess, Weller or whoever.
Okay.
Came to an agreement that they were the only ones to be allowed to distribute it in the state of Florida.
I'm so surprised that it's stuck, because that means the distributor and the liquor store have held strong, and the distillery have all held strong. That's such a big state that I'm just surprised.
Yeah, there's a whole. I didn't look it up online, but there's a whole story about it. I think it was something about we gave them land, or
Okay.
Kind of a trade, and some stuff like that. So,
and then to round it out, so the two that people never see are Single Barrel and CYPB. And I say never because I have never actually seen the CYPB in Oklahoma. I have seen the Weller Single Barrel once or twice. And I actually got mine, but I camped out like overnight to get it because there was only two. I had to be like one of the first two in line to get one, and it was going to complete my rainbow. But I will say, again, I see around the country and even here more and more Weller dropping. It seems like just in the last month or two, it's really ramped up. And so I was curious. I did a little research on, is that because, like, what's the reasoning behind it, right? So I came up with a few reasons. Tell me what you think, and I'll tell you what I found.
So here's what I've heard. I've heard that all these states have bought an abundance of Weller to ship overseas, to export, but because of tariffs, that deal fell through. So now they're sitting on tons and tons of Weller, and they're trying to get rid of them. Is what I heard.
So the Buffalo Trace capacity kept going, or the production kept going,
yeah.
But then they have no place to put it. So that falls in line with what we heard about. I things that were destined for Canada ended up in Colorado. Uh, and so that falls in line with that. I'll tell you the rest of the story that I heard or that I researched. It is the, you know, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, there was FOMO. Everybody had to have the rainbow. Um, everybody was all over Weller. That seems to have cooled a little bit. There's a lot of bourbon. You know, we're about to get into new releases, and there's only really one that pertains to Buffalo Trace. You know, all the rest are from others, and that's not anywhere near like all the stuff that's coming out even already this year from all the craft distilleries and all the big distilleries. So there's a lot of competition, and I think it's driving the price down, which is nice. A little bit back closer to MSRP, but I read like, you know, this
except for the two.
even the two. So when I see them, they're not marked up. So well, I've never seen CYPB. I got one a different way, but the 2 3 single barrels I've seen were MSRP actually. So that was nice. But so for me, the green label is 28. 107 is about, it's still kind of high for, I think MSRP is 59, but we're about 75, 80 here. 12 is close to 100. Um, except I actually got one at 60 in a drop. But if you just walk into a store, it's normally a little bit higher if you happen to see one. Full proofs are around 80 now. The single barrel was around 100, and the CYPB it was in the same drop. And it was I want to say 125, 130.
Well, that's not. I mean, 120, 125 is not bad.
Yeah.
So, our state, so ABC has taken Weller out of the vault for the 4th of July weekend.
Okay.
And so Monday, all the ABC stores, they're doing I guess it's the week of the rainbow. And Monday was foolproof. Every ABC store had cases of foolproof.
Okay.
So everybody, stood in line and got them, and they were $79.99 a piece. Yesterday was CYPB, so stood in line, got a CYPB, got it 70, 75.99
Nice.
for the
Okay.
CYPB. Today was the Weller 12.
Okay.
Um, those were 61.99.
Wow. Okay.
Tomorrow is the single barrel dropping, and they are 79.99.
Okay.
And Friday is the 107.
Okay.
So
So you need the single barrel, correct?
I've got one.
Okay. So you have your rainbow.
I do have my rainbow, but
Okay.
I
All right.
would I would like to. I'm working on my double rainbow right now.
Ah, okay.
I just want backups.
Okay.
So
I don't have backups for the two unicorns. I do have it for everything else. Um,
and
and I have a backup to my backup of foolproof now, so that's nice.
do you have a store picked foolproof?
I do.
That's
Yeah.
that's what I'm missing. I want a store picked foolproof. I do have a store picked 107.
Okay.
I got that.
So this is a store pick foolproof actually. So I'm gonna drink it next. But 107. I don't know if anybody follows us on all the other platforms, but I did March Madness, and 107 was right up there with Straight from the Barrel and the Stag that won. Um, I just love the profile, and it keeps winning things for me. Like I love 107. I picked it over. A lot of people picked that Bardstown we did over it. I blinded those. I did not. I've been pretty true to the 107. It just hits my palate really really well.
So I did a blind as well, and sometimes the 107 will pull out, sometimes the Barstown, but I also did it with the seal box weeded as well,
Mm,
and because that's seal box, that's 107 proof, and
okay.
that's fantastic.
Okay.
It's
All
really
right.
good. Yeah, so
Um.
if you ever see a seal box weeded,
Yeah.
they're usually 49.99.
Okay.
I would advise you to pick one up.
Okay. So that's the story with Weller. So if you're in Ohio, if you're in Texas, if you're in Florida this week, there's a great opportunity to get them. They're hit and miss in other places, but I'll even say here, I've seen them more in the last couple of weeks than I've ever seen them before. And so I do think there's something to the gluttony of
Overproduction.
bottles. Yeah. So it's a great time to try to get the rainbow. It's a great time to drink Weller, which is what we're doing. These are my two favorite. The 107 and the Foolproof
I'm
stand
trying
out
to
for
get
me.
rid of my last screw top.
Oh yeah, that's
So,
right. They did go to Corks for that and the 107.
yep. But I wish they
Um,
would do the 12. I don't know why they're not doing the 12.
oh yeah, I'm at 12. Yeah, I don't either. Why you do the green label, not the
Why do you? Yeah.
12?
Why do you do the least
Yeah,
when your upper tier has?
Buffalo Trace. If you're watching, we need to know the answer to that.
We want to know that.
All right, so let's get into a little bit of some of the things coming out. We're 10 weeks from Bourbon Festival, and so we know a lot of things dropped in. But I just got back from Kentucky last weekend. Had a really good haul there. I got a few things that came out this year, and I'll let you get to the. And you've had a really good haul too. So
So
between the
yeah,
two of us, what if the things that released this year, yours takes the star of the show, so I'll let you be the anchor here and end with what you got. But
I don't know if I'd be the star of the show. I got two 13s, two Russell 13s, the 45th anniversary.
yeah,
I
two
got
more than I got.
I got the CYPB.
Okay,
I got the single barrel.
okay, and then your anchor.
I got a couple Penelope 18 years. What else did I get this week?
You can't be serious. It starts with gold and ends with foil.
Oh my, yeah, my wild turkey gold foil.
The
Yeah,
Wild Turkey 16-year Austin Nichols gold
yeah. I
foil that
didn't get that
everybody's
this
going
week. That was last.
crazy for.
That was last week, but yes, I did
Okay,
get that this month. Yes.
everybody's going crazy for that, and you're able to get one. So that's a great
So
score, I think.
I'm kind of hesitant on opening it. I mean, I've had a pour of it and it's great.
Okay,
I'm hesitant on opening it just because I don't think they're going to make another one.
it's made to be drank.
Yeah, well, so is the 15 as well. And the
I
15
don't know.
still,
I'm almost out.
yeah, my 15 still, well, yeah, my 15 still on my shelf.
Oh
So
no, I got about that much left. I'm saving it for my when our buddy Rooster opens his bar at home.
that's, yeah,
We're gonna finish it.
I'm saving mine for my son's graduation of law school. So
As
that'll
long
be,
as you have a plan to drink it. I
that,
mean,
that
that's
yeah.
that's the thing. Yeah. So okay, so I mean, those are all-star bottles for sure. I would echo the 18. I got a Penelope 18. I was able to get the Star Hill Farm, something I was really
What
searching
you've been
for.
looking for, yeah.
I got the last one that I only saw one the whole weekend in like 6 different stores. I was able to grab it. Um, I think it's really good. It's a weeder. Obviously, it's grained in glass from Maker's Mark.
It's
Really,
Maker's
really
Mark.
good.
That's the kicker.
I know. I mean, obviously they know they do wheat, right? But um, this is I want to say it's over 51, right? It's actually a weeded
So we, yeah.
whiskey. Um, but it's good. It's balanced. It's got that bready note. It's got some spice on the back. I really enjoyed it. I hear the 25 is better. I haven't got to try it, but I really enjoyed the 26.
So,
Um,
ladies and gentlemen, Maker's Mark can make good juice.
they can.
They just, I don't know what it is about the flagship. That's, you know, the only thing I really like from them, from the flagship, is the wood series.
I do like the wood series. I picked up the Stewards a couple months ago, so that came out this year. I think it's good. I think it's better than last year's.
Then the
Um,
keepers,
than the keepers, but not as good as the heart.
part release.
Yeah. And I've only had a pour of the BEP, which I think was in the 24, but um, it was good. But I enjoyed the 26. So they can do good stuff. Their grain to glass stuff is good. I don't mind their cash strength. The age stated cash strengths are a little bit better than the non. Um, the cellar age is probably where the disappointment starts, like for what they charge for it and what you get. Um, but they can do good stuff. Same thing with Woodford. Like the Woodford flagship stuff is just okay. But that cash strength rye and that the double doubles coming down in price. It's getting
It is
closer to
coming
where I'm
down.
getting more tempted.
I think they've had enough people. I think they've heard enough people say something about it. So
I think so.
I think they've finally come to the conclusion that they do need to lower that price. Um,
Yeah,
I have not had the rye yet. Everybody keeps telling me it's great.
it is. I'm almost. I got a backup and I decided to do it in the giveaway, and so I
So,
don't have a backup.
but would I spend what is it here? $129. I think it's here.
Yes, you should.
$129 for that,
Yeah,
or would
you
I
should.
buy two Jack Daniel's single barrels?
Mm-mm. No, you buy the Whitford because it's different. Okay, so I don't know. I really enjoy it. I think it's great. That was a release from this year. I know I got that Kentucky county. So we'll kind of leave the 250 bottles out. I think you've been collecting those too, but um,
I got a
Knob
couple.
Creek
I
and
got a couple more. I'm searching for. I've got the Knob Creek. I got the
okay,
Makers. Um,
I got those.
I just picked up the Brave Maker's Mark, the Brave today.
Okay, okay,
Um, I picked that up. Uh, we both got the Green River 250, which isn't really considered the 250, but I mean,
right. It's a 250 Army anniversary for last year,
yeah,
but great bottle.
we're both looking for the Rittenhouse.
I got some people. I got some people helping me, so I'm getting. I have a little bit of hope. We'll see.
So, what other 250 bottle is there?
Evan Williams. I don't know if we said that one or not.
Evan Williams
Um,
single barrel, which I got, which is fantastic.
and I'm gonna open that on the 4th, and so I'll do a video for that. The one I haven't been. I can only you can only get in Ohio, so I got to figure that out. But it's the Whiskey War Double Double, and I've heard amazing things about it, and it's only available in Ohio, but it has the American. It's an American flag bottle, and looks like something we need.
Yeah, I think we got a friend that is doing that for us. I think.
I think so. I hope so. So yeah. So there's a couple we're tracking down, but we've been able to get quite a few. Um, I passed quite honestly on the Bookers, the 2601. I have so many Bookers already, not because I don't like it, but just because I was trying to be more selective with my shelf space. I'm not really chasing the Elijah Craig new batches,
So,
um,
so you passed on it, and I picked one up.
which is ironic.
That is
I hear
ironic.
it's good. I do hear it's good.
That is super ironic. I think I just bought it for the box.
Yeah. Um, like I said, I have no reason to think it's not good, but I just have so many. Um, and then the things I would say, so those are the biggest gets so far this year. Just trying to think if there's anything else that's come out this year. Everybody maybe chiming in the comments on the 26 release that you got, but
Yeah, I'd like
I
to
know I
know.
missed out on Henry Craver. That's my biggest regret and missing out. That's probably the biggest one. I haven't found the Stag 26A yet. I would like to have that.
Which you never know. Maybe at KBF, maybe somewhere we'll have a Henry Craver.
Maybe. I heard from a source that they're gone forever, but we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, I mean, obviously we're not going thirsty either way, but that's one I wish I could have got. Looked around quite a bit and just could never make it happen. But so all that to say,
Yeah.
we know September is going to be big when we're there. There'll be a lot of things coming out, but there are some things coming out this month. So let's run through those real quick and give some thoughts.
So I found there is an Evan Williams. It's called First Run. It's 12-year age stated.
Okay.
It's 113 proof,
Okay.
and it's they say it is supposed to be run from like the first like their first run out of the still.
Oh.
So it's supposed to be, I guess, pot still.
Okay.
Um, that sounds interesting to me. I was talking to you last night. And I told you I would like to have a 12 year to Evan Williams. Well, now
Yeah.
they got this first run 12 year that is 113 proof that I think I
Does
would
it
like
have a price?
that. They didn't have a price yet. It said to be determined.
Okay.
So I'm assuming it would probably be in the same lines as the 12 year, probably one between 100, 150, I would say.
And see, I will tell you right now, if you put an Evan Williams 12 year in front of me for 150 and a Woodford Rye cash string for 125, I'm buying the rye all day.
Okay. So you're not a Evan Williams fan.
I didn't think it was worth 150. It
Okay.
wasn't bad, but it wasn't worth 150.
All right. Have you heard anything about Heaven Hill coming out with a signature series?
I I don't know if I have or not.
So Heaven Hill just released the label. It's Heaven Hill Signature Series 4 grain.
Okay.
It's 58% corn, 20% wheat, 10% rye, and 12% malted barley at 103
Okay.
proof.
Hmm.
So I believe this is their first 4 grain.
I believe so. It makes sense because you just saw it from E.H. Taylor. You saw it from I've seen Short Barrel. It's Penelope. Like it's
Everybody's
become a
coming out with
thing.
four.
Yeah.
Everybody's coming out with 4 grains.
Okay. I
So
would depends on the price. I would want to try that.
I'm assuming that's probably going to be probably like the cost of the 90th, maybe.
So that 100 to 120 range in
I would
MSRP at least.
I would think,
Okay.
or like the grain to glass series.
Yeah. Same thing. 100,
Okay.
120. Yeah. Okay.
All right. This should be one that you know.
Okay.
Larrikin.
Yeah.
You know what they're coming out with, correct?
Uh, a weeded, right?
Well, they're coming out with another dark purple, another 10 year.
Oh. Okay. I don't know if I knew that.
Label just released.
So I
Um,
did know that. I didn't know it was going to be so soon, actually.
well, they're saying that is probably going to be September.
Okay.
So we're probably going to be looking for that.
Yes. Yes. We're gonna try to pull some strings for that one.
That is 32% corn, 64 rye, and 4% malted barley.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
but it's 100 proof. That's what the label says. 100 proof.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, that's. I don't
And
know
they
if I'm.
tend to be on the high side. Like it's good stuff. Don't get me wrong, but they tend to be a little bit higher in price.
Yeah.
Their ALW I just picked up the 8 year was right at 100. But their second cigar batch was 150, and I mean it was good. But when you compare it like barrels at 89.99,
Can't
it's
compare it. Yeah.
tough. It's tough.
It's
Yeah.
tough. Yeah. I'm still excited to see when that Penelope cigar, the second batch, is coming out. I haven't
Yeah,
seen
I
any news
haven't really
about
seen news on that.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither. Have you heard about the old granddad barrel picks?
Oh, have not.
So old granddad is doing. They're having a barrel pick program, and their barrel
Okay.
picks are going to be uh, between 8 to 10 year single barrels.
Oh, okay. So right now there's 7. So this is another 1 to 3 years.
Yep. Which that sounds really really interesting. So I
I
want to.
mean, the 7 year was better than the original for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
That
add
seven
add
that
2 to 3 years
that
and maybe
seven
some
year on my
proof.
shelf. For a warm up pour, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed.
So, and then you've tried the regular single barrel, correct?
I have. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's really that much of a difference
The
between that
7 year and
and.
the blind was easy to pull
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. That's exciting.
So yeah, I'd like to
So
see.
that's a Jim Beam. That's a Jim Beam
That's a Jim
product.
Beam product. I'd
Okay.
like to see the first store that does a pick.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Maybe we need to jump on that.
That would be, that'd be nice. Um, I know Barton is 1792, has a new label,
Okay.
weeded a weeded foolproof at 125 proof.
I mean, the knock on sweet wheat for me was it was 90 proof and it just didn't hold up. So
Well, this
maybe a weeded foolproof fixes that.
yeah, it says 125 proof on the label.
What's your thought on 1792 overall?
Overall, kind of disappointed. I like
Yeah,
I like foolproofs, but I like the store pick foolproofs.
that's like the
That's
only one I like. I've tried 12 year, I've tried ball and bond, single barrels, sweet wheat. Like they're just underwhelming.
sweet wheat is very underwhelming. Wasn't a fan of it. But they're single barrel. I've had some that are fantastic. I've had some that
Yeah.
are just there.
Oh, that's a pop right there. All right, on to
So
the foolproof for me. So foolproof store pick from here in town. All right, so we got some Jim Beam stuff coming out.
we got Jim Beam, we got Barton, we got
Got some
Heaven
Barton
Hill.
coming out. We got Heaven Hill. What about, so you've left, do you have Four Roses is coming out July 10th,
Four
right?
Roses is what do you hear they're coming out with?
So well, I know for sure they're coming out with, it's the first experimental series. It's the anthropology, releasing July 10th, and it's $500. Uh, Supposed to be 21 years old. It's July 10th at the distillery, July 11th in Louisville.
Okay. So just released actually yesterday. I believe it was yesterday. It was the experimental series. So batch one
Yeah.
is Mizunara
Okay.
finished. Batch two is a honey finish,
Okay.
and batch three is chestnut cask.
Whoa. Not heard of that really.
So I'm assuming that's chestnut wood, like stage.
Roasting on an open fire. Yeah, I've heard that
so,
song. Yeah.
so that is the three experimental batches that they are doing.
Okay. So number one's bottled, ready to go, right? So the Mizunara. I think 2 and 3 are still to be
Still to
determined on
be
when they
there.
come
Yep.
out, but that's interesting. What number two was honey?
Honey.
That does
Mizunara,
remind
honey.
me. I have just released to the public today was the Pursuit Honey Hog, and that's I have that should be showing up in the next day or two.
Yeah.
Mine and yours. And so that I'm excited to get into that. I had a pour of it, but we were just talking about honeys last night with the Green River, and
Yeah.
I don't have the Blue Note honey. I have the weeded.
So it's interesting with this Four Roses, the experimental series. Do you think they're trying to compete with the Jack Daniels experimental series?
I mean, if they did, they went big, right? Like your first one's a 21 year, um, and the Jack Daniels experimentals are 375s, right? And
375s, and you got
uh,
you got table syrup, and
and they're what 100 or less.
I think they're 95 to 100. Yeah.
And so yeah, so they come out swinging with a 21 year $500 bottle. I mean, that's crazy. So we'll see how it does. We'll see we'll see if it sells out. But
And then Heaven Hill, their big one is the William Heaven Hill bottle and bond coming out, 17 year.
Oh, okay.
But that's at 100 proof as well.
Not a lot of proof coming out.
Nope.
Was I don't know if I saw the proof. It's the OBSK recipe for the Four Roses, but I don't see a proof. And I need to see what OBSK.
Is it the red label?
I don't know.
Single barrel.
It doesn't. I don't have a picture. Hold on a sec.
Because if it's the red label, then it's what, 94 proof?
No, they can be 100, I think, but the single barrels are usually like 108 to 115.
Yeah.
So OBSK is high rye, slight spice, mash bill B, 60% corn, 35% rye, 5% malted barley with the K yeast strain. So that's what it'll be at 21 years. So should be high rye with slight spice at 21 years, should be high rye with a lot of spice.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Might not be slight spice.
Yeah, so we'll see. All right,
How
so
about
I got one for you. See if this is on your list. So Bullet, staple is a staple that
20 year?
uh 20 year, yeah. So we don't drink a lot of Bullet straight. Have the 12-year rye. It's pretty good in an old fashioned. But they're coming out with a 20-year rye. Um, it is 137 proof. And it MSRP is 299.
That's that's hard to swallow for a bullet.
Might be a try before you buy, for sure.
Definitely. I mean, $300.
I thought that was pretty high for Bullet. I mean, that 12-year rye is what, 50? And so yeah, they really they jumped up. But
How about?
137 proof though.
Yeah, I mean, I do like proof. How about the Jack Daniel's 12-year rye, the new single barrel coming out?
Yeah, that's gonna be something we need to find. Yeah.
that is gonna be that is gonna be on my shelf. That has to be on my shelf.
I have a teasing a video I'll do this Friday maybe as I have a special guest coming into town that may be bringing me a distillery series
Oh, the
from
the
Jack
green one.
Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if so, we'll do a video. So you should see this on Thursday. So stay tuned on Friday and look for either a short here or a video on the other platforms.
So we got the three big rise dropping are, I guess, the Bullet, the 20-year,
Okay.
the Jack Daniel 12-year, and I think at KBF, have you heard about the King of Kentucky rye?
No.
So King of Kentucky released a label to be released 14-year rye, batch one, 110 proof. And they even have a batch two label at 115 proof already.
So do you think we should just go line up now, and then that way, when it opens in September, we'll be ready?
I mean,
Well, I mean, I've
I think I'd rather
never
get the
had.
rise. I think I'd rather get the rise than the just the regular small batch.
I've heard mixed on the small batch for sure. Um, but I've never had King of Kentucky. It's probably the one thing that I've actually never tasted. I got to taste a lot of good stuff, and that's one thing I still have not got to taste.
That's amazing.
I know, but soon I'm sure it'll happen. But yeah, it's 14-year rye from there is interesting. I know they do the bourbon well. I don't know about the rye.
Oh no,
It'll retail for 500 probably.
well, I think the small batch is what retail for $2.99.
But is it single barrel or small batch?
Small batch.
Oh, okay. So maybe it'll be in the
Yeah, the
300.
small
Okay.
batch because there's batch one, batch two. So,
Okay. All
and
right.
I'm assuming they're going to have a batch three, just like the bourbon.
Okay.
What I'm assuming.
Have you heard anything about the Starlight 10-year that just came out?
Actually, I just saw that um, on the TTB website. I didn't pull the info, but I did see a Starlight 10-year.
Okay. It's going to be um so it's a blend of 3 grain and a 4 grain, and it includes their heirloom corn, Indiana rye, sweet mash fermented, pot stilled, 114.2 proof. 2,000 bottles available in the distillery and select markets, online for 250. So more than I've seen other Starlights.
Now,
Everybody, inflation's hit the bourbon market. Everything coming out
it has.
seems to be higher.
Yeah. Um, is Starlight, are they allowed to be at KBF?
They're not. Mm-mm. Nope. I don't think so, unless they opened up a storefront in Louisville, which I don't think they have. I think Onyx and Amber did potentially, and they get to be there.
Who else opened up storefront so they could be there?
I know Short Barrel has a way to be there. Onyx and Amber, I think, did that. Um, there is another one, but I can't place who it is. But a few have done that.
Well,
Yeah, but just a couple. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know. That's another try before you buy for me, because I mean you can get a Russell's 10-year for 40. You can get a Jack 10 at 80. Um, what think around the even the wild turkey was supposed to be cream of the crop, and it was 250, and it wasn't worth it. And so I don't know. It makes me a little leery.
did you hear about the Beam Lineage new batch coming out?
Yeah, it's out. It's in
It's
the
out
distillery.
already.
Yeah,
Really?
it's in the distillery.
Was that batch 2 or batch 3?
I think batch 3, and I could have got it. I didn't pick it up just because um I had just bought which I'm glad that it kind of left out the Michter's 10-year bourbon and the barrel strength that released this year. I was able to get those. And so I passed on the lineage, but if it's still there in September, it is really good. I'm looking at my bottle. It's over halfway gone, so there's going to need to be a replacement at some point.
Do you like the Lineage or the Turkey Beacon better?
I think the lineage.
Yeah.
I like the beacon. The beacon didn't do as well in the blind for me, and I think it's because it just the finish on it isn't quite as good. The mouth feels great, but the finish on it, at least in that blind that day, wasn't quite as good as. Of course, the same thing happened to me for E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, which I absolutely love. It finished third in a blind and didn't move on. It devastated me for a couple days, but both of those I thought would do really well. But you know what beat them that day was the Heaven Hill 18.
Oh,
Um, it had a really good. It was really good that night, and the Penelope 13 both did better than I anticipated, and those two did worse than I anticipated.
I think I'm going to. We're going to have to. Well, we'll take your 20-year out of it,
Ha!
but I think we'll have to do a Penelope ALW blind.
I only have 17, 18, and 20 though. I don't have the
You
younger
don't have
ones.
the 13 or 15,
Never seen them.
really?
Yeah, we can do an ALW across the board though. We have several that we
We got
both
several.
have.
Yeah,
So
we got
yeah,
several
yeah,
ALW.
yeah. All right. Any other ones? That was kind of my list. Other than, like I said, Pursuit Honey Hog hit today, and if you are interested, I don't know if it's sold out or not, but better act fast.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and does it have a different label on it? Does it have
I
a church label on it, or
I think it has a. I don't think so. But I can't tell you for sure. I actually have seen the bottle, but I wasn't paying attention, so I don't
what you mean
remember.
is you were too many pours in?
You know, bus pours was a real thing, and like you pour a drink and there's another bottle waiting on you. It was quite the thing, but tried a lot of things I'd never seen before throughout that weekend, so it was pretty cool. I remember most of them, and it was really good. And KBF will be a little bit different. It'll be things we know about, and um, but it won't be. This will be a lot of different things we haven't got to try lately or haven't got to try ever. So it'll be a lot of fun. All right, so real quick, so let's wrap it up with how to get a hold of us. So definitely, please subscribe to this channel. Um,
Like,
we're
comment,
working on
share.
like, comment, share. We're working on some barrel pick new or some barrel club and pick news that we should be able to release soon. So stay tuned for update on that. We do have something coming up in August, and then we have something coming up in September. And so both of those are scheduled. So get ready for those. We'll get details out as soon as we can. Go find us on Instagram and TikTok, and our Facebook group is currently United States Barrel Council. So go find all that. Get plugged in. Please like and share. And then we do have a Patreon that we're slowly transitioning to be about this podcast and try to get some merchandise and do some
Do some fun
different
things.
Yeah, bottle giveaways and handshake giveaways. So definitely comment if you have questions, or if you can't find us, we'll put you in the right direction.
Or if you got something that you want us to, look for or talk about or discuss.
Yeah, we need blind ideas. We've done a lot of blinds over the last year and a half. So definitely open to blind ideas and trying some different blinds, and those are a lot of fun. Like the truth comes out. So yeah, definitely give us your ideas. All right, Shep is gonna be back. We're gonna be doing these a little more consistently, I think, and getting them done. So we'll get the audio worked out someday on my end, and we'll be good to go. So, all right, buddy. All right, we'll talk to you soon. Everybody, have a good day.
All right, cheers.
Cheers.